Hey guys, sorry, the moderator button just kicked on and everything. I know I haven't been on here live in a long time, but I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that I did create a second channel called Gadget Pendragon After Dark, and I need subscribers. Don't listen to anybody else. It's a good channel. It's just one of my new channels because I was trying to get people on there to like for interviews and things like that. And I've been posting my work on The Legend of Traveling TARDIS, as well as my new show, like I said, Gadget Pendragon After Dark, which is supposed to be an 18 plus, 21 plus episode show because this channel here is dedicated to those for the conventions and all the fun stuff that's like preteen, stuff like that, the fun things and stuff. Due to, like, if anybody has been watching some of my episodes, they've been airing on other channels and everything because right now I only have maybe 3 followers because it's a brand new channel and it's been basically shunned a lot because it is brand new and stuff. So I basically was trying my best to start that new channel and leave this one for more of the fun stuff when I go to the conventions, have some fun with you guys and everything. But the topics we were doing on Gadget Pendragon After Dark were for Mental Health Awareness Month. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that tonight's show is not on due to mental health awareness. Basically, there was an episode we were going to do, but due to situations and everything, especially with my family and other things, um, the topic is a very touchy topic with mental health and everything. And also, my producer is taking time off to recover from things, as well as many other things. And I only have the free streaming service for my channel, and that only gives me 2 hours. So that's it for the month and everything. So I was saving that in case I had to do a last minute interview with somebody because not being able to find work, not being able to do things, it's a little hard. So I basically don't have the money, I'm going to put that way, for things. But there's a lot of people out there that the way everything is, they still do not believe the type of person I am and everything because they just want to go based on what they think they know. And I was always taught if you don't have my phone number, you don't know the whole story, you know? So right now, I just wanted to let you guys know that Gadget Pendragon After Dark is my other channel. I've had links to it in here and stuff. I'm trying to get interviews of people, trying to get everything, but the studio, the streaming service, I cannot, oh, I got people coming on and stuff. I just noticed it. I am so sorry, guys. Like, this channel, I want to explain this one. This is Gadget Vlogs. Gadget Vlogs always goes to all the conventions and everything. And we talk about, like, all the fun stuff. But it originally had started, this channel here, as my journey through my first time at college and over 21 years, all this stuff and everything, right? And it just turned into a fun thing where I got to meet people working off the Legend of Traveling TARDIS, showing off things, talking about things, especially like mental health and things that we're dealing with. I was dealing with ex-boyfriends, a lot of them. Some people thought it was only about them and stuff. But because my second channel doesn't have 50 plus subscribers, it won't let me go live. And I wanted to talk about mental health awareness on there and explain why we're not doing a show tonight. And I only have 3 legit followers, and it's sad because it's a good channel, it's a fun channel. It's just that there are a lot of people that don't know me, think that I am not who I am and stuff. So, like, I just wanted to let people know that we didn't, if they wanted to go see Gadget Pendragon After Dark, YouTube channel, that we weren't doing a show tonight because of, I'm just trying to see who's on here because it's the first time you guys have ever been this active live and everything, and I'm glad and stuff, but I see my numbers dropping again. And that's another thing about mental health. See, me, it doesn't bother me. All right, because this is the last week of Mental Health Awareness Month. And me, numbers don't bother me in the sense of I don't care about likes, subscribes, or anything like that. It would just be nice that I have 50 subscribers on my other channel so I can keep that the more adult channel, meaning if it's an adult topic we talk about and everything, and you're not afraid of that. Here, is more the fun stuff like unboxings and all cool stuff and everything. But as you see, now I'm down to 3 people watching, and that doesn't bother me. But it does show me how people are that, oh, if it doesn't seem interesting, I'm just going to go. Now, to most people, mentally, that would bother them. And that is scary because if you think, like, you know what I mean? So mentally wise, that doesn't bother me that nobody's watching because this is just for fun. This is just something that helps relieve stress and everything. And if I get a few people watching, that's okay and stuff. But like right now, I'm trying to put this so it doesn't fall or mess my other screen up, and I want because of everything. But we had just finished The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS right now, and I usually go to my other channel to do like a quick vlogging and everything because I want to get that channel out there to people. And let me see if I can pull it up on my computer right now so you guys can see it and everything. It's just that with all this new AI, and I hate it and stuff, like now I have to go adjust the caption because you have to mark if someone was using AI during your feeds and videos now. So I have to now, once it airs on my other channel, the episode we did for Legend of Traveling TARDIS, because they were using an AI device to ask questions and everything, I have to now go to that channel and basically put in my description that an AI device was being used to ask questions, because you have to let people know if you are or not doing that. And it's sad because that wasn't like that when I was growing up. And this channel here, like I said, was created basically to how do I put it, like for the conventions, for this was the original Gadget Vlogs where I vlogged about my life, where I told you guys what it was like going to college and everything. And basic, I'm just letting the computer warm up right now. So I was gonna come on my second channel to say why there was no show tonight and explain the situation as politely as possible. But that channel, it says I need 50 subscribers so that I can go live when I used to be able to go live, and all these changes that are happening within the system. So I'm just looking and trying to see who's on here because I don't recognize a lot of the people. Someone's asking if I'm a teacher. I wanted to be, but I'm going to tell you why. I wanted to be, but I have dyslexia. And when I was growing up, a lot of people did not want me to be a teacher because they felt I could not teach people being dyslexic. Meanwhile, everyone asked me my advice, and I actually helped them and stuff. But most people think I don't. And see, like now, I don't care that one person is watching. I'm glad one person is watching, but that's the thing. Nobody has the attention span. Sorry, guys. That is my door, and I try not to because tell you guys what that is and stuff. But it came up, and this is. Let me see if I can flip the screen so you guys can see my other channel. This is my other channel. All right, and I only have right now, according to this now, 7 subscribers. Okay, this is my book and everything. I wrote a book. This is some of the interviews I've done. I've dealt with Neopets and everything and stuff. Some of my vlogs and everything, and some of the stuff I've done for Chiz 6. All the Disney things and stuff like that. Here's our Doctor Who stuff, and all my little things I've done and stuff. This is the other channel, There's a lot of things I gotta like deal with and everything. I have to get rid of some of these, like the Macy's Parade. I'm good with this. I forgot that was there, but there's a lot of things I have to edit with this. But I only have 7 subscribers, so it won't let me go live on here. But I've interviewed for this is Bandai Namco, like I said, Neopets. And this is about the Jelly Bellies and everything. So yeah, this is just my channel that I have as a secondary, but this is supposed to be the adult, like more adult channel and everything. Huh? Hold on, wait, hold on. I'm sorry guys, I'm trying to do this all on my own and stuff, and it's like, yeah. I'm trying to see, I'm going back in the chats right now to see what's going on, because there was a Clara that was on, and Edwin, what else? Oscar. I'm just trying, someone said a cat, Mew, and everything. And then, oh, this one says we went to grade school together. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Grades. See, now nobody's watching right now, and does that affect my mental health? No, it doesn't affect my mental health. Grade school for me was not very happy. Grade school for me was a nightmare and a torture. And I basically, if I, like I said, the other channel is to explain everything else, but it won't let me go live. So, because I don't have 50 plus subscribers and everything. I'm trying to remember everybody from grade school, but due to selective memory, because I was bullied in school and a lot of people don't want to admit that, I really don't talk about it as much. Same with high school and everything, because everyone thought I was a easy target, let's put it that way. And even today people think I'm an easy target when it comes to things, and that affects mental health as well and stuff. And like I said, I am not bothered that there's 0 people watching. That doesn't bother me, because my mental health is, this is for fun. This is to spread like cool things for everybody and hopefully get messages out there of everything. But mainly coming on because I wanted to come on the on this channel. Like I said, I wanted to come on this channel, you know, to let you guys know that there won't be a show tonight dealing with mental health, that there won't be, because the topic we were going to discuss was because we've been talking about mental health and how it affects people, like even your health affects your mental health. And I had an episode about PCOS on there. I had an episode about perception. I had an episode, right, and everything. Today's episode was going to be a very big episode, but due to situations at hand, and I didn't want to upset anybody because my producer is not feeling well right now. And with my situation here at home and everything, I'm saving that episode, but I also wanted to let you guys know I didn't forget about you. I didn't forget that it is Mental Health Awareness Month. I want you to understand that I understand what's going on, that you deal with people who sometimes are not mentally there. You deal with people that have mental issues and other things. And like I said, this one person here, CJ, asked if I was a teacher, and I always wanted to be a teacher. But I came across people that did not want me to be a teacher. And that dream died. It basically did not go to fruition because people thought that being dyslexic, I could not teach people, that I was too stupid, I had a mixed up brain and things. And you know what that does to somebody mentally? You know what that does to my mental health on things? That's why grade school was not fun for me. That's why I'm trying to remember who this is and stuff, because there's also, when you have a lot of trauma, you black out a lot of things, the traumas and stuff. So the sad thing is now that most people, I'm trying to look at something, because if you just heard that, this is how it is over here. I don't know if that was fireworks or whatever, but basically people's mental health today is on shaky ground, because social media has basically been the dependent for them, because some people can't get out and everything. And we actually had an episode on that because someone thought a live robot thing was telling them things to do. Their mental state was not of rational thinking and stuff. And that's scary when you have to deal with that and everything. So, but then there's people that who are on social media and get freaked out because they lost followers, they lost content, they lost whatever. That's okay. You can redo it. You can get more followers later. Maybe they didn't like what that, or they were just here because they thought they get some freebies, or they thought they could get a show or something like that. If you make this that it causes you mental like stress and everything, social media lost its appeal and fun. Because when I was growing up, we didn't have, I'm older than Google. Okay. I'm older than most things. And right now I'm sitting at the desk because we had just finished The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. And I usually go to my show because it's convenient for my producer and me right at that point. We're doing test shows. We're doing everything because we're trying to deal with situations. We're trying to get my shows back up. We're trying to get that channel designed for interviews and everything, because I wanted a second channel for people that wanted to talk like adults. Let's put it that way. I wanted things that, yes, gadget vlogs here on this channel would be for like the fun stuff, unboxings, going to conventions, things like that, the parades, all that stuff, doing all that cool stuff and everything, right? And it started out, like I said, as a vlog channel because I was just going back to school after so many years and stuff like that. The second channel, which I need more likes and subscribes on, which I don't care about, I'd rather you guys come to me of your own free will and not be forced like some people do. I also don't pay for likes and everything, like, alleged things happen. So I basically am just waiting for that channel to grow, but at the same time, that channel is where I'm going to have most of my interviews, most of my people that want to be in the adult world. Like, it's going to be hard hitting. Like, we're going to talk about things that is a sensitive topic, especially like today's episode was supposed to be about narcissism and mirroring and basically basic psychology, mental health type things, that we were going to give shout outs to different channels and everything for their capabilities of showing what it was like to live with either a narcissist, a person who mirrors, or a person that is like with tendencies and stuff. You mean the googly eyes behind me? Or you don't understand the concept of reflection? That when something reflects in camera, because these are not anti-reflecting glasses and stuff, because crazy eyes could be also part of mental health. See, that still, I don't understand what you're saying, because eyes are eyes, human beings have them, animals have them. This is where the dyslexia is kicking in, because I'm trying to think logically on your question, because your question doesn't make sense and everything. I don't know what you mean. I was raised by a narcissist. I mean, if you're a narcissist, I can tell you what your qualifications are. That you make somebody the scapegoat, you belittle them, you make others bully them and stuff. If that's a narcissist and everything. But if you listen to a narcissist, they also twist the scapegoat story as well. But if you want to go that route, talk to a psychologist, because you need to understand what a narcissist is before you accuse somebody of being a narcissist. But also, I was taking biopsychology, and I was going to be a biopsychologist, but because there are people who think that they know everything about me and think that I'm capable of things and stuff that they think I'm not capable of, they are everything. Because it's sad that when you are raised by a narcissist, you are on guard 24/7. You have to make sure everything's perfect. You have to make sure that you dot your I's, cross your T's, and make sure, being dyslexic, that you circle your C's, you know? And stuff like that. So that's why you got to be careful on your wording as well when you're dealing with people who have been raised by people who are not of mentally compatible, or basically capacity and stuff, because sometimes they became the parent while the parent became the child, or sometimes other things. And we were going to go more into the topic and everything, and society became more selfish with social media. I'm going to be honest with you on that, because I will tell you that, because we forgot how to talk to people. We forgot how to understand people. We forgot how to communicate. We don't do our research anymore. We don't do our homework. We don't ask, do you need help? We don't do anything because you think a robot's going to help you. And that's what happened when we did on the other episodes. Like, if you go to the channel and everything, go to Gadget Pendragon After Dark, and we did it about the person who thought their device's robot was somebody that would take care of them and told them the truth. And robots are only programmed to what you program it. A human being, depending on the situation and everything. But like I said, I am trained in things. I was going to be a teacher. I was going to be whatever. But my focus right now is to let you guys know that there is another channel. It is my channel. That it was supposed to be about, we were going to close out Mental Health Awareness Month with talking about people who were raised by narcissists and what is the definition of a narcissist, as well as a mirroring person who mirrors you, like someone who copies everything you do. Also, how people perceive you based on people's interpretation of what they think you are capable of, you know? And a lot of people don't realize that. And like I said, some people mentally are afraid that if they lose followers, if they lose things, that it's gonna give them a heart attack and stuff like that. And no, like I've got only 4 people watching and I'm like, oh, that is just perfect, you know? Or I've got 0 people watching. I don't care, and stuff like that. It's basically how you perceive things. And that's why I had the episode on perception, because people's perceptions are skewed. Social media has skewed everybody. Think about when I grew up, I had black and white TV with a dial and an antenna. And we used to call them rabbit ears. Now, somebody's terminology today, rabbit ears is empty pockets and everything. But at the same time, it was if something happened in the house, you kept it in the house and you played your part outside in society, you know? And that caused mental strife on a lot of kids and everything, especially Xcentennials or Gen X and everything, because we basically, depending on if you got the helicopter mom or if you got the don't care what you do mom, it was hysterical watching my older cousins do whatever the hell they want, driving at 14 years old and 10 years old, and me being helicoptered because my mother was paranoid somebody was going to kidnap me every 5 seconds. Yeah. So I didn't want to go into a mental health episode tonight, but I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on. And please, I just need subscribers so I can go live there to talk directly with people who were supposed to be interviewed about this and everything. And I basically am trying to figure out who everything is, because there are a lot of people on here that like to do fake as well. And I am like basically trying to, let's see, I'm just trying to get something here. I'm trying to figure this out because someone just gave themselves away right now. And I'm just trying to figure this out right here. And stuff. Someone basically just gave themselves away on things. And I'm tired of that. I'm also tired of the fakes. I grew up with a lot of fakes who like to cause trouble and basically make people just believe all the lies. And then when the people realize, oh, the person who caused everything was telling lies about me, they basically came back and I said, nope, I want nothing to do with you people. And that's why I'm like, if people, don't understand everything and stuff, I'm just like trying to tell you, go talk to a psychologist, go talk to whatever and everything. But like I said, I just don't want fake people in my life, because being a Scorpion who is an empath and everything, I like I said, I have a funny feeling. I told people, I'm like, because nobody knows some names and everything, and that's why I have to figure out something right now because of everything, because I'm trying to do something right now in this. And let's see, all right, we are good. There's that one. And I have to, let's see, get rid of that. Let's see. Oh, we're going to have to remove that one. Remove that one. Yep, no. What is this? No, like I said, I'm too old for this. I really want to make this fun for you guys. And I really want to make my other channel perfect and everything. But that first question just threw me for a loop, you know? So my thing right now is this. The channel is my second channel, okay? This channel is, like it says, for After Dark. It is for people who basically want to talk about adult themes and over 21, because a lot of times when you interview people, you know, you need to interview them carefully. And I know, guys, that's live because I went down like that and everything. But, yeah, everybody's like, why did you do that? And that, and that, and that, and that. So, no. I, right now, am dealing, like I said, with a lot of, that was sunflower. Oh, someone asked me, that was sunflower seeds. I just had sunflower seeds there. Yeah, no, like I said, there's 2 people watching, and I just want, now 1 person, and I'm like, okay, you know, but I just wanted to come on and let you guys know that there is no show tonight, that it was supposed to be the end of mental health awareness. I don't know what's going to happen in the future since I can't go live on there, so you might see a lot of pre-taped stuff on there until my producer is feeling better. As well as me trying to figure out how I can afford StreamYard, because my old system I used to use is now discontinued. So and that gave me at least 10 hours, where this thing only gives me 2 hours and stuff. So yeah, there's not much. Like I said, it was gonna be a short, sweet little live, but some people made it bad, and I had to basically hide them. So as I delete things and everything and stuff, because this is not right, you know? Because, yeah, no. I need to get a moderator, too, but like I said, every time I try to depend on somebody, something happens, and, yeah, no. So, yeah, I'm trying to figure out what else is going on here. Yeah, that works. Because, like I said, some people rat themselves out, some people whatever. I just sit here and I go like, okay, do I go now in here and I have to go sign in? And I don't like being the bad guy, because people make me the bad guy. I am like the sweetest person going. I don't care. And yes, that is a witch's hat. Someone's asking about that. Yes, it is. But the first rule of Wicca, we do no harm. Basically, you harm yourself by your own karma. And that's where people mentally don't know how to process, because they will blame something else as their reason for having what's happening to them. And that's why we were going to talk about that as part of what we were doing on Gadget Pendragon After Dark. But because, like right now, I'm checking something right now on here. Because right now, like I said, the ending one was, we were debating to do this topic because of situations, my home life, and other things. And I basically am like trying to figure out everything on here, and I'm making sure I spelled this right because of everything. I'm just sorry, guys, you see my forehead because I had to read something. If I did this right, because of the way that, because a lot of times you can't find anything on things. But yeah, no, it's just, I am so tired of people playing with my mental health, you know, and all the other things that are going on, because they don't want to own up to things. And it's just looking for this. Okay, I think I found it. Oh, if this is what I think it is, yep, this is one of those things where it's like someone just creates a channel and does nothing with it. And that's not right. So, now that I was all the way off topic because everybody was messing me up in the comments and everything. Okay, so here's the lowdown. Let's try to get this as a nice shot, okay? Because I don't care who's watching. Likes, subscribes don't bother me, but if you guys want to see the content on the other channel or have me go live on there with some cool stuff and everything too, it's not gonna, you know what I mean? So, and we did a time skip because I don't think I was on this long. I really did not think I was on this long. All right. So, going forward, I have two people watching now, 3 people watching now. And I'm going to reiterate this. Rewind the live back because the comments mess me up. All right. 2, and there's 2 and 2 over here. I wanted to do an episode, but because of my producer's health and everything that's been going on, I basically said no. And I was going to go live on that channel to tell everybody, like, there's no show for tonight. But because I don't have, under YouTube's guidelines, 50 subscribers, because it's a brand new channel, I went live on here to let you guys know that there is a second channel. It is real. We were doing Mental Health Awareness Month. That my eyes are not crazy based on what that comment was in there, if you guys, because I think I blocked it. Okay, because that's not how you speak to somebody. That I don't care if nobody's watching or if people are watching, because I'm doing this for fun, entertainment, and just to get things out there to make people smile, because mentally a lot of people don't smile because they don't have a good upbringing sometimes, allegedly. Some people don't have somebody they can talk to. Some people don't. And a lot of people dismiss other people because they don't know them, saying they do know them. Like, nobody really knows me. Only a few people have my phone number, or you guys see what's on here. And these were past videos that had to be sporadic because of situations in a home life and everything that had been going on. And the show we were dancing around, that we were debating to do for the last mental health awareness on my other channel, because we've done polycystic ovary syndrome, perception, as well as what people think a device will tell them is true or not because of this age of alleged technology. We'll put it that way, because I hate that other technology. So I figured I'd go on the channel, and it said, sorry, you cannot go live because you don't have 50 subscribers. I was like, really? Okay. So I came on here to tell you guys, hi, I still exist, that I was doing a mental health series on my other channel. And the reason why there's no show tonight is because, like I said, I am letting my producer heal from a situation. I will try to do pre-tape stuff for that until I can get 50 subscribers. But just now, we had someone who just played with my mental health, and in the comments that I just had to basically put on a timeout because they were not speaking correctly. And I don't know if it's terminology today or if it's how people act, but the show we were going to do tonight would have probably been either narcissism, mirroring, all the psychologies, you know, all the stuff, the Darvoing, all that stuff, because a lot of people don't know what it's about. And I have all my biopsychology textbooks because originally I was going to be a biopsychologist, but people perceived me as having a learning disability and could not handle it. So I said, okay, you know what? You just proved my case theory and everything. And I switched, which somebody agreed with me. I'm on another. Okay, 2 more people have said, okay, yeah, that's another, it's a channel thing and stuff that I have, another channel that monitors things. So, what am I doing forward? Well, this only was supposed to be a 10-minute live. Now it's turned into a 34-minute live. And I am honoring everything. We will have channels. I might have to pre-tape some channels, shows for Gadget Pendragon After Dark. But I wanted to tell you guys this. Be happy, be bright, and be you. Don't let others tell others what they think of you. Okay? If they don't have your phone number, they don't know you. Okay? And there are people out there that do care about you. and they will fight for you. But you do get people who are gullible enough to believe a sentient bot, allegedly, and others who just are out there because they have nothing better to do. And that is sad because we forgot how to communicate. And like I said, I have 0 people watching at this point right now. It is literally 8:48 and I have nobody watching right now. Does that affect my mental health? Nope. Does it bother me? Nope. I'm just looking at something on the screen. As you can see, doesn't bother me. No, does not bother me. What bothers me is the facts of that there are people out there who depend on this as if it's going to give them blood, food, substance, and nourishment. Yes, it could be fun to watch. It gives you laughter, which helps with your brain chemicals and everything and stuff like that. But it's not somebody that's there that you can call your friend and say, listen, I'm having a bad day. I need to talk to you, you know? Or somebody saying bad things and then taking them back and then saying them again because you don't obey them, you know? That's the thing with mental health. You don't know what seesaw totter, like it's going to totter which way. That's why our last thing for mental health awareness on the other channel was going to be, just reading some comments, was going to be about the major one that most people don't realize they do and stuff, and how you have the scapegoat, the golden child, the basic, like, why people are the way they are in a relationship, because how much damage was done to them when they were younger, allegedly, by people who were probably damaged themselves. Think about that. So, no show tonight on Gadget Pendragon After Dark. This live got ruined by people. And I'm going to tell you right now and stuff, it's basically, I have no idea what I'm going to do for June. Because I'm allowing my producer to rest. So I may just do unboxings on here for you guys and start talking to you guys on here again. And we'll talk about daily life and everything. But I really miss the other way the phone goes, because used to be able to put this sideways and you can watch it in widescreen. But now everybody watches everything on their phones. So that even is a downside to things. But I will tell you this, people. This was only supposed to be a 5-minute thing to tell you why there was no show on the other channel. Only to find, like, crazy messages, and one of my classmates from grade school that I'm trying to remember, but due to my mental health damage of being bullied in grade school, I have a hard time remembering it. Because it wasn't nice. And also my best friend had passed away of an asthma medication overdose by her doctors. So, yeah. Grade school was not fun for me. So, my mental health right now, walking a thin tightrope, we'll put it that way, because of people around me who think they know everything about me and don't realize who contributed to the way I am today. Who contributed to the fact of I'm doing this to mess up the algorithms, because people like to play with these little bots and everything, because sometimes it doesn't, like, if things are in front of face and everything, they try to do face swaps and all the other fun things. So I'm just doing this because you guys made me make this almost this long, right? So I will talk to you guys soon. Enjoy the night. And letting you know that I'm just doing this for the AI thingies and stuff, because I don't like AI, but because I'm being forced to use AI in my everyday life is also the reason why I can't find a friggin' job. All right? The stuff a dyslexic can do is being taken away slowly, and if you guys don't realize that, wait till you see how it is, because if you go back in your history, wait till you see what they used to do to kids that were, you know? I say go do your research before you say anything. All right? Talk to you guys later, and AI is not a god. Call your friends. Have a night out with them. And turn off social media. Bye.